Hello, welcome back. We're back in the Pint Inn. Oh, good. I was afraid that it wouldn't have picked off where I quit last time. Pint. So that's the turban. Fuck. That's the Super Mario ripoff. Yeah, it smells weird. Oh, he went back. Okay. That's not it. Let's do it anyways. Boss fight? A Pokeball? Of course. Must be the back only. Oop. Oh, that's not it. Okay. That's definitely a lawsuit waiting to happen. Alright, how many shots are you gonna take? Ooh. Too many. And of course it has to be with a shotgun. Or I guess more specifically a double barrel. Because there's nothing wrong with shotguns. Is that a nose? A robot? A chicken? Frying pan? Are you kidding me? Great. This is so stupid. It's even throwing in battle royales. Oh. You know, if there's supposed to be 100 people in here, or there were supposed to be 100 people, you would think that this would actually be, I don't know, more full. Nope, this might as well just be a walking simulator. So stupid. Winner, winner. What else we got? Okay. Coin, mask, duck, mushroom. Mario again. That's a weird looking health bar. Weird semblance of balance. Now the weird robots from The Incredibles. And back to the face. Artifact. And now I leave. Spider Lady's still alive. .500 meters. What? Now I just walk all sad like. Okay, just sneaking by one of the other bosses in the game. No big deal. What is this, Clue? No. Important that you're still invested in this. You've got a key role to play. But before that, I'm sure you're wondering about our 6th guest. I mean, I guess so. Not quite, like... Not particularly, honestly. Oh, I don't get to use the coin thing from earlier? That sucks. Alright. What do you make of all this? I imagine he didn't spare you from the ability to hear. Thing perched a few paces east of the inn. And we'll add a final dimension to this story. Chef Bryce. Miss Stormblaze. R. McLean. Oh, so do I just have to go, like... I guess stay on the first floor and out the door. Is there a door? Damn. Head out through the front door and walk over to my cabin. There we go. So I need 3 more coins. Oh, just an outhouse. Here's the cabin. Any more batteries? There are far more batteries here than... Ooh, wait, if I switch it. Bam. Bam. Nope. There we go. What? Magnum opus, The Walk.
Right. This is Lionel Snell. If you're hearing this, it's because you turned on the developer commentary for my latest game, my magnum opus really, called Walk.
Uh-huh.
The scene you're looking at is a model of my childhood bedroom. This right here is where Super Weasel Kid was conceived. Take it in. And that's Mr. Shrewd. The two always made little... That weasel was my favorite pet. I called him... yeah. You
Weasel
guessed
Kid.
it.
Okay.
Weasel Kid. My original plan for Walk was to have it be an almost non-interactive experience. Just allow the player to explore and contemplate. I did some market research though, and well, that kind of game was falling out of vogue. Not much money in it, so I jammed in some real gameplay. I thought that since this is about my life as a developer, why not show the player what it's like to make a game? I mean, this is like a way dumbed down version of the stuff I do, but to the average gamer it's a challenge. I remember when I first got the jumping code right and hooked it up to a keyboard button. Oh, that dopamine rush electrified my childhood brain.
Mm-hmm. GameWorks assistant, but you can call me Irving. I'll help adding enemies to your game.
Irving came as part of the GameWorks package. I was a little hesitant about using an AI at first, but he became really helpful. It didn't take long to realize how much I depended on Irving. He assured me that it was easy for him to come up with enemies and non-player characters for me, so I let him do his job.
Move and jump. There we go.
Irving told me we couldn't get the original Super Weasel Kid for Walk. Something about losing the files. Kind of a shame, I guess.
That goes there. That goes there. And this is supposed to be jump. I don't want these guys jumping or moving. What if I do this? This is so weird. Now I do it again.
The success of Super Weasel Kid paralyzed me. I tried starting a few different games, but I kept comparing them to my big hit. What would people think if I put out something that was worse? That I had just gotten lucky the first time? That I'm a one-trick pony? Eventually, I settled on making a sequel. Super Weasel Kid, Radical Road. Mr. Shrewd was getting older, both in Radical Road and real life. The older I got, though, the less I really cared. I tried to learn guitar, but I couldn't motivate myself to practice. There was something about the immediacy of game development that I couldn't get out of that thing. One of my favorite games at that age was Cooking Granny. I thought Chef Bryce was the coolest. You know how that turned out. I'd been playing a lot of fighting games at that age. Always loved those. I wanted to make one, but I wasn't quite as talented as I would become. So that's why I just had to add combat to Radical Road. Beat the shit out of that Grunda. The critics really came down on me for that part. It left me feeling like I had no idea what people wanted. Radical Road was met with mixed reviews, and it made me panic. I resolved to put away Super Weasel Kid forever and try something new. To top it off, my shrew died.
Better computer.
Weasel Kid actually escaped, if you can believe it. I took him outside one time, and he slipped out of my hands and ran into my neighbor's rose garden. I searched for hours, but the garden was pretty big, and the thorns were painful. Mr. Shrewd was long dead at this point. Shrews just don't live that long.
As one would expect.
I'd get emails once in a while, people asking to make deals, wanting to capitalize on my IP. It had been a couple of years now since Radical Road, and one day I just said, fuck it, fine. I sold the franchise to the highest bidder. When I saw what they did with Super Weasel Kid, I felt a little part of myself die. But I was 18 years old and loaded. It was actually one of the best years of my life. The next scene is based on my foray into larger scale game development. The plan? Make a fighting game. Not everyone remembers, but I started the Okay, just jump a little bit higher. You're almost there. Anyways, as I was saying, I don't get nearly enough credit for starting one of the most popular fighting game franchises in history.
And what game would that be?
It's a beauty, isn't it? I put my weasel bucks to use and bought this place with cash. Then I hired a team. I hired my childhood friend Carla to work at my new studio. She was halfway through a degree in computer science, but I offered her a huge salary. Hard to say no to that. Carla's first order of business was to tell me that I had designed too many male characters. I tried to tell her that Steambot Willie was genderless, but she insisted. So I created Chandrell while she worked on Sato. That eye. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Ever since Carla created Sato, I'd get these weird, annoying bugs in my games. And I'm still getting them in Walk. Exactly sure what Carla did while she was creating this, She told me some mumbo-jumbo about pushing GameWorks to its limits. That character was eerie, to say the least. Look at that door. That's exactly what it looked like in real life. Solid teak, hand-carved, gold nameplate. I was hiring people who were twice my age. I had to make sure they understood who was in charge. Making Combat Arena gave me my first glimpse into the, well, to be frank, the stupidity and immaturity of gamers. Every damn day, we got complaints about how this or that character was overpowered, underpowered, too boring. Ugh. I never wanted to work on a fighting game again.
Fight!
With no moves assigned. I'm assuming he's supposed to be losing? There we go. There.
I have to admit, though, coding the punches and kicks was everything I had hoped it would be.
There we go.
I'd sit in my office for hours just watching these characters go to town on each other. Sometimes they look like they could actually feel it.
Take that down to 3. What would I even replace it with? I got it. He can curse. He can curse and it can go to 4. Oh no. Too powerful, of course.
Ugh, God, it was such a relief to ship that game. I hated it by the end. But since my fingers had touched it, it turned to gold. I still had my contract with Game Funa, so I sold the franchise for another boatload of cash.
Uh-huh. Which resulted in what? Misery?
Now that my studio was bigger, richer, unstoppable, it was time to take on something huge. An epic fantasy adventure that only a studio like mine could accomplish. This is when I made Secrets of Legendaria.
Uh-huh. And where did that get you?
Into that game. I hired the best programmers, the best designers. I burned through my fortune fast. But this game was going to be epic, goddammit. I paid the biggest gaming streamer to play it live, with hundreds of thousands watching.
Yeah, and how'd that go?
Yeah, you like that switch mechanic? Pretty cool, huh? Still got it.
Uh-oh. Talk about some brilliant puzzle. Kindred's gone, also Lazarus. Bellamere 2. All they've got left is the town mechanic. Town mechanic is the only one that lived, everyone else died. That's awful. Hmm. No, wait, hold on. $50, and that's $30. Well, I mean, really easy. Perfect. Oh, Jesus. Then like that, and now that. There we go. And gone.
The stream had been going alright with the odd hitch or two, but things took a terrible turn for the worst right near the end. It was chaos.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have to do that. I have to do that. Bam. And now I can do this. That should be good. There we go. Let's change this to health. And then cut this one out. For hit all. Bam.
package of Legendaria bombed. Carla had left bugs in there intentionally to sabotage me. It must have been that, because everything went wrong. And everyone saw it live. The game had no hope of recouping costs, so I took funds from the severance packages and ran. I couldn't even afford my apartment anymore. I moved south to find some cheaper real estate.
Oof.
Living in the desert was a miserable experience. I blasted the AC all day, but I was somehow always sweating. I started working on Wasteworld here. It was supposed to be my great comeback. I would wake up, sit in front of my computer, and just stare at the screen with my hands beside the keyboard. After about an hour of that, I'd blow off the rest of the day playing some online game. Sure, I'd sometimes accomplish something, but then I'd reward myself with some social media time and would wind up reading articles about myself. They weren't kind to me. I never finished Wasteworld. I wanted this area of Walk to reflect that experience, so I left it half finished. That also saved me some development time. Oof. The heat of that godforsaken place. Most days it kept me inside. Somehow, the more I needed to finish that game, the more I avoided doing it. My parents would call every once in a while to ask how it was going, but I'd just lie.
I see. Mistakes were made. I gotta reset it. Oh no, I don't. I'm dumb. How far does this go?
Final straw was those idiotic modders. They took my half-finished game and made a goddamn mockery of it. Aliens in a post-apocalyptic Wild West. It made no sense. If I couldn't finish the game myself, I sure as hell wasn't going to let them do it for me.
So he went AWOL.
Getting the legal documents drawn up to take on those modders really fired me up. It was just what I needed.
Oh, okay. This is important. Yes, yes. Walk back to whence you came. And look to your right. Hey, Lawrence. Thanks for joining in.
And that's how I programmed the blood particles. I think it really contributed to the visceral pleasure of Vicious Galaxy 2, making it the obvious standout in the series. My only gripe with the game was the designs of the main characters. Too old. But everyone wanted the same boring space marines from Vicious Galaxy 1. Eventually I got my wish. There was some sort of breach within GameWorks and a lot of data was lost. I had to create a new squad of player characters from scratch after that.
Interesting.
It told me I might be in danger. Danger from what? And now we find ourselves at the climax of Walk. The player has to use everything they've learned to solve the ultimate puzzle and arm the bomb. Go on, you can do it.
What? Oh. Oh, I get it. Oh, I see. Cut this one. And then... What? There we go, there we go.
This probably looks daunting. Switches, those creepy eye things, and a splitter all in one puzzle. But it's the last one, I promise.
There, and now... Oh, shit. Here. Hmm? I see. Now I gotta get... here. There we go. I switched it back. No? I messed up. I do that. And now... now I'm stuck. Yeah, that's what I want. And now perfect. Now bomb is armed. Bam.
You know, I had to lower the difficulty of that puzzle like 10 times before the average player could solve it. But great job, you figured it out. You win.
Uh-huh.
And that brings us to the present. Well, I should say, the near future. The other indie games coming out right now are crap, so Walk is a shoo-in for Game of the Year. This scene is a little glimpse into what's to come. The end. Thanks for playing, I guess. At this point, you just have to walk toward the white door frame and the credits roll. And, hey, I'm glad you turned on the developer commentary. I hope my story was as much an inspiration to you as it is to me. This is Lionel Snill, signing off. You get all that? Alright, good. Let's get out of here.
So full of himself.
That first game, that was fine. See, first game.
But it's that crazy chick all over again. Root beer tender. Interesting. Simple concept. Oh. Closing time, Reginald. Get out of my way, I'm serving root beer. Lionel loves root beer, and he loves me. What is going on? Ooh. So the barkeep was the first game, and he wasn't always in a wheelchair. Interesting. That's horrifying. Or, not Lionel, but the barkeep. That wasn't so bad. Haven't you? Yes, I have. You understand why we are gathered here. 3, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, what's my important role? English, please. Oh, okay. We are all killers. This will take me to Rocky, right? For Mr. Shrewd. Patronage is valued highly. Oh. Interesting. So I just helped him kill his maker. Oops. Okay, that's a really cool ending though. Definitely, definitely worth the play. I was a little skeptical, considering the reviews and everything else, but it was fun. And I do have to say that the story is quite interesting. I did not see killing the player character, or not killing the player character, but killing the maker being the plot twist on that. Great game, like I said, overall, but definitely a one-time thing. Either way, zooming. If you're watching this in the future, thank you for watching. Lawrence, thank you so much for stopping in and watching. It really was a cool game. Definitely worth the play. Guys, Happy New Year. And until the next one. Love you, bye.